Hey guys, welcome back to Pot Spots. This is Mark. So today we're going to be going over the UFC. We're going to be breaking a box of 2021 UFC Panini Prizms, looking for green Pulsar Prizms, all kinds of different cool stuff, silver Prizms. Hopefully get some autographs, parallels, something neat out of it. So I've been a big fan of the UFC most of my life, and I shouldn't say, since I was a kid. It came out in the early 90s. Watched it with my uncle. I remember we thought we were going to watch wrestling. I thought we were going to watch Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan and all those guys. And no, sir, we got Ken Shamrock and Tank Abbott and Hoist Gracie. But since then, always kind of been a fan. It was way brutal, but it's become a great sport since then. And I've always loved it and followed it. So I'm happy to see they got some cool cards here. I love all the fighters. I support them all. On the cover there is Jon Jones, Amanda Nunes, Jorge Masvidal, Khabib Nurmagomedov. These guys are all superstars in their own right. Ladies, too. She is a probably pound for pound the GOAT, and she doesn't get her credit. I think so. I don't know why. She's only just destroyed everybody. She does, man. She KO'd Rousey, KO'd Misha, KO'd Hall. I mean, she just batters people. She just batters him. And with that being said, she's a world champion and a good mom too. So let's get to it. Enough rambling. UFC right now. Mr. Jon Jones is going through some things. I guess that's always kind of been his MO. I hate to say that. I love Jon Jones, best fighter on the planet. As far as pound for pound goes, Khabib's good. I don't believe he's number one in my book, but what do I know? He's a great fighter, but I think sometimes you got to get outside your comfort zone. And again, that's one man's opinion as a fan. But he is a legend, that's for sure. All right, let's get to it. The first one, first pack, and Prizms are always great cards. Smiling Sam Alvey. Sam's Smiling Alvey. I think he just retired. And there she is. I was just talking about you, Miss Nunes. Just so you know, I think you're pound for pound the greatest in my book. You've taken it to all of them in all divisions. It don't matter. She beat Shevchenko. She beat them all. That is awesome. What a great pull right out of the rip. Barcelos and Mr. Volkov. That big dreams for Mr. Alexander Volkov. Not saying he can't live up to the hype there, but it is what it is. Yeah, that is a great Amanda Nunes card. That little card right there. Yeah, she when she knocked out Cyborg Santos, that's when I said, oh, this isn't just beating up, caught Ronda in a striking game. I mean, she KO'd, dropped Holly Holm, outstruck Valentina Shevchenko. When she moved up to take her on, she went on and moved up in weight and took on Cyborg. And I mean, she just throws bombs. So I don't know if you guys have paid much attention to Amanda Nunes, but she is definitely worth her weight in gold. And she's a wonderful person outside of the ring too. She doesn't get in trouble. She takes care of her family. She takes care of her children, and her wife, I believe, or her missus. Not sure if they're married, but yeah, she's all about it. She's a good person on top of it. So I'm happy to see. That's an amazing card. That's awesome. That Fearless. So big fan of hers. Don't worry, some of these guys I am not, so I don't think I'm here to just brown nose. All right. Michelle Watterson, the Karate Hottie, and she is great. I'm not sure if she's still with them. She may still be. I thought she did her and Paige Van Zandt boxed over and bare knuckle fighting. I could be wrong about that. Paige may have boxed somebody else. Rachel Ostrowski, I think it was. Maybe I got that wrong. The Immortal, Mr. Matt Brown. This guy, he has been around, and God bless him. He just a warrior. You never know what's going to happen. He looks like your dude working on your car down the road to mechanic, and then he'll come out and just beat the dog crap out of the big muscle guy down the road and go back to working on his car. I don't even know if he likes to work on cars. I kind of made that up, but the Immortal Matt Brown is a badass for sure. And then Mr. Poirier. I really kind of wrote Dustin Poirier off. I hate to say that, but years ago, You know, when Conor walked through him, I was like, Conor said some things about his chin. You can't, you can't work that out. You can't strengthen it. He's been knocked out. Then Conor went out there and knocked him out in the first fight, and I was like, oh boy, there's kind of the blueprint to beat Poirier. I was wrong. He moved up to 155. And apparently you can work that chin out because he went on to go into some wars, some great wars. I believe with Dan Hooker, I enjoyed that fight, let alone all the other guys he's gone up against. I mean, he's fought them all, the Max Holloways. He's complete warrior. Even the Khabib fight, he fought hard in that fight too. And Khabib is just different at 155. He really is. I always want to see Khabib compete at 170 to see what he could do up there with the bigger guys. But again, none of that all matters. Khabib, undefeated world champion. But Dustin Poirier has stepped in there with all of them. There is nobody, and he's beaten a lot of them, especially coming back now that he's got 2 up on Conor. I know Conor's leg broke, but God bless that. So it's 1-1-1, I guess, maybe a draw. But anyways, as of right now, Poirier is going in. What a great card to pull, because this Saturday he is fighting, I believe, for the title against Charles Oliveira. So we'll see. So as I film this, he's going to be fighting him next week, this Saturday. And then Zhang Weili. This girl, boy, God bless her, China's champion. And she just lost 2 in a row to Thug Rose Namajunas. I always pronounce her last name wrong. I know her as Thug Rose. I love her. Her and Pat Barry, her training staff, everybody over there. Zhang Weili was the scariest thing in town. And she just went to war again with Thug Rose. But great card there. It's a beautiful card. I'm a fan of hers. She goes hard. She is a scary person. But sometimes, styles create matchups. Styles create fights. And Thug Rose just seems to have her number when it comes to that. Oh, there he is. Oh, I think that's right after he just knocked out Ben Askren, if I believe that photo right there. Jorge Masvidal. And total beast. Just lost to Kamaru Usman in his last fight, but I mean, he was taking it to him. George is a great warrior. Guy works harder than I think people give him credit for. He's always in the gym. He trains. He goes. He's a true professional. I really got a lot of love for Jorge. And there's Miss Valentina Shevchenko. She is a super beast in her own right. That's a beautiful card, actually. I'm not sure. Pink Prizm there. The fireworks. World champion in her own right. She's right there. The only one that's beat her was Miss Nunes, and it was by decision. It's not like Nunes knocked her out, but in her own right, she's the second baddest woman on the planet behind Miss Nunes, and not by much, but she still is one of the greats. Sarah McMahon. She's had God bless Sarah McMahon, tough in her own right. She really is, and she just had to go up against a lot of tough world champions. And Misha Kirikonov. God bless him. Don't know too much about him. So let's get going here. All right, Mr. Glover Teixeira, world champion. Just beat the, talk about an old dog coming back. Don't mess with these old dogs in his 40s. And came back and just won the world title. 205 pounds, knocked out Polish Power, Jon Blachowicz. And took it to him, choked him out, I believe. But got a submission. Ooh, I see a green parallel back there. So, all right. And the next card, Nathaniel Wood, a rookie card, huh? Wow, I guess that must have been his debut, bantamweight. Can't say I know much about him. Vincent Luque. Oh, gosh, God bless this guy. Vincent Luque is, I believe I'm pronouncing it right. He is a striking specialist, an MMA specialist. Dude always just looks so calm, collect in the ring. I mean, he's right up there, almost time for a title shot, at the welterweight division. He's got I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I want to say he's on a 4 or 5 fight win streak. I want to say he's right there. And he beat Mike Perry a couple times. He's beaten a lot of tough dudes. And but yeah, that's awesome. The green parallel, that's kind of what we're looking for, or is what we're looking for. So Vincent Luque, that works. I'm okay with that. And Macy Barber. God bless Macy Barber. She's just a warrior, man. She stays right in there. She's going to be in your face. in the face from the fight. They all do too. I love it when they say, oh, well, he's not a real fighter. Let me tell you what, you step in that ring and they give you a contract, you're a real fighter. I promise you, you're a real fighter. You can go in there and get smoked 5 times in a row and get kicked out of the UFC. You're still the real deal in my eyes. I promise you. Mr. Anthony Smith, boy, he revived his career. He made a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. But he did. He and a great announcer, actually. Speaks very well. You know, he looks tatted up, tough. You wouldn't know he's very pretty elegant with his words. He's a better commentator than I would make. Though I would still love to give it a shot. And there he is! Knockout artist. I ain't seen him knock nobody out in a while, but Mr. Jon Jones. Oh, man, if this guy could just stay out of trouble. Just stay out of trouble, John. I love you. If you see this, I love you. I'm a huge fan. I think you're still the pound-for-pound guy. I think you're just bored beating these guys up. That's why these fights are close. Honestly. Josh Emmett. Now there's a knockout artist. This guy, he throws heat. He throws heat. He will crush you. Gilbert Burns, freak show himself. Oh, and it's a rookie card, Gilbert Burns. He's already challenged for the title. Wow, that's a nice card there. All right. I'm happy with that. Gilbert Burns, rookie. Okay. All right. We'll take that. I guess I have to, right? They're my cards at the bottom. All right. So here we go. Last pack. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what we got. Mr. Stevens, the Iron Man. He's been around a long time. Knockout artist himself. He just got caught on the wrong end of a punchline in a press conference, and poor guy struggled with it since. Donald Cerrone, cowboy. This guy's everlasting. He does it all. It doesn't matter if it's bull riding, deep sea diving, and cave diving, some crazy stuff. He's a really cool guy. I hope they write a book on his life, his story eventually. He's a wild man. And there we go, Miss Holly Holm, former world champion, silver Prizm. See the reflector in the back? Oh, I love Holly Holm. I do. I love her too. She came over from kickboxing, crossed over from smaller organizations, worked her way up, went in and won the title. She was the one who floored Ronda. Nobody thought Ronda would be beat, and nobody thought nobody would. The world was convinced Ronda was just mauling girls. And then, in all fairness, Ronda decided she was going to be a kickboxer, and she wanted to kickbox the world champion kickboxer, and did not work out well. Miss Holm took that title and kind of ran with it. I believe she lost it to Miesha Tate later. And then got a redemption to fight Amanda Nunes, and Miss Nunes, I think, beat her again. Beat her pretty good, actually. And then Nina Ansaroff. I don't know much about her. Sorry. I will keep watching, though. All right. So, Silver Prizm, Holly Holm. That's a great card. Rookie, Gilbert Burns. Beautiful rookie card. Parallel, Vincent Luque. Green Parallel. It's a beautiful card there. I really like that card. Again, I'm a fan of his. I think he'll be getting a title shot soon, especially if he wins another one. Fireworks, the world champ. She is the world champ. She's a badass in her own right, multiple divisions. But then there's this one. And then there's Amanda Nunes. And she is amazing in her own. She's, my pound for pound right there. That's mine. My opinion counts for nothing. But as far as I think who's the best pound for pound, it's Amanda Nunes. It's not a matter if she beats him. It's like Mike Tyson. Can she beat him faster than the last guy? And these are world contenders. Maybe not all of them are world champions, but these are world champions she's ran through. Number one contenders. And I mean, it's like, it's almost disrespectful because it's how fast is she going to beat him. And it's like Mike Tyson style. It's not, you don't even get a shot to win. It's not if you win, it's how quick do you lose? So, still a big fan of her. I think she's a great person, takes care of her family, she's right there, good ambassador for the sport. We need good people in the MMA. So, anyways, guys, this is Pot Spot, and again, it's Mark. Thanks for joining me, and hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll keep up to date, pulling all kinds of cool cards from UFC to football to baseball to MMA to everything else, to Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. So, again,